doors and windows locked. Here.
Yep, mine is good.
Fuel selectors on both. Primer is locked. Here is rich. Fuel temperature is
Comanche 856, departing the pattern to the south.
still on the bottom of the, right on the bottom of the, call it the case.
Okay.
Throttle is, okay, well, so let me ask you, so oil temperature. So now, if I say it's in the, I can't really tell, it's just barely. In fact, with
As long as it's off the lowest possible point, it should be starting to show that it's warming up. I mean, first flight of the day, cold temperatures, it's going to take a little while for that oil to get up to temperature.
Now, if it's not, should I hold off on the run up and let it until it is, or?
No, as long as you have oil pressure.
Okay. Okay, so area's clear, brakes are set, throttle coming up. Two clicks left. About 70.
Back to both and full recovery.
Left. So drop close to 75 and within 25 of the other one. Okay. Alternator check. Low voltage light on. Off. Oil pressure is still in the green. Engine temperature still low but barely in the green. Fuel quantity is adequate. Suction is nominal range. Carb heat on. About 75 again on the RPMs. Alpha idle.
Okay, didn't install.
We got the score.
Nelson. Parking brake release. At 10. Still rich. Carb heat old. And on both. Takeoff. Realize I missed the carb heat cold there, but
Yeah.
you got it there.
I was watching.
Okay, engine gauge still in the green. Airspeed's reading 0. I is level. We're at 3018. Field elevation with 5. Vertical speed indicator 0. Maybe slightly positive. Fine. Compass with no crash. 125, and we're at 125 on the DG. No turn registering on turn.
Is that 125 on the DG?
San Antonio 764-003 is on a 3 miles 45.
There we go. Ball is slightly left with the transponder on out. 46. So we need to change. 4622.
Correct.
Okay, and we have 12512. Our half comic.
Okay.
One. Okay, alternate static is belts tight. Yep. Doors locked.
Yep.
Flight controls are correct.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to depart runway 24. Winds are calm. Departing to the south to the area. We're short field takeoff. We have 10 degree flaps. Rotating at 55, climbing out at VX at 60. So clear the obstacles. And then accelerating to VY. We'll climb to 1,300. Problems on the runway, we'll throttle to idle and brake aggressively. Problems once we leave the ground, we'll look to land towards those hills just left and we'll not turn back.
Our minimum altitude for any consideration to return to the airfield is going to be 1,100 feet, about 1,000 feet. If we're below that, then we'll look for straight ahead. Good. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you missed the transponder on the earlier checks as well. So, just to verify, I mean, you slept well last night. Everything, you feel good. Everything's.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
No.
All right. Let's roll.
Okay, final looks clear. Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 66198, departing runway 24 to the south. Potomac.
I say that not to be like a jerk. What I'm suggesting to you is, even in my own piloting, I will have occasions where I find that I'll miss a step occasionally, and I think about, well, why did I do that? So I'll give you a perfect case in point for me. Let's say I'm doing a, so finals clear?
Visibility better than 10
Finals clear?
Okay.
3018.
Let's say I do a long cross country and I've been in the airplane for 4.5 hours and I'm getting ready to land here. Sometimes I've seen myself miss things that I shouldn't miss just because I've been in the airplane so long and there's a degree of fatigue. You know? So that's the only reason I say that is...
Got it.
Okay? So kind of keeping score on how we're doing.
Yep, brakes are set.
All right.
Throttle coming up. All right, RPM 1,200.
Good. You know, making power.
All right, gauge is in the green. Airspeed's alive.
Good.
Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 5132 Quebec, over to Marina, inbound to land runway 6. Potomac.
Ah, someone's coming in to land. Runway 6.
Inbound for 31.
Yep.
Nope. I do now.
Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left crosswind, runway 24. Potomac.
Orange. Traffic, Skymeter 124, downwind, runway 8, orange traffic.
Where are the towers?
Take a heading of about 190, 180. That'd be fine. Yeah, I got the traffic. All right.
Did you have the traffic?
Yep.
3-1, Fairmont.
I see.
Right up the wingtip. Yep.
Yep.
Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 5132 Quebec, on 3 mile final, runway 6, Potomac.
Potomac traffic, Skyhawk 66198, departing pattern to the south. Last call, Potomac.
Now you should see your towers coming in. Okay, so they're off here about 11:30, and the big power plant in the distance as well. Okay. Why don't we turn toward the towers, though? The water towers, that is.
Okay.
All right.
Left, turning left.
Good.
Potomac approach, Muscle 2 is with you off Andrews, approximately 1,000 feet. We'll be low, right.
Here, okay?
30 Mike.
No, I can. I set my headset.
Good morning,
volume
your
down too low.
transponders observed. Pursuit is resuscited outside of Bravo airspace. Andrews altimeter 3018, and just advise when you'd like a frequency change.
3018, Wilco, thank you so much.
Potomac Scout 66198 off of BKX at 1,300.
November 66198, Potomac approach, good morning. Your transponders observed. Proceed as requested outside of Bravo airspace. Washington altimeter 3020.
Stay clear of Bravo 66198.
Yep, good. All right, I have the flight controls. Go ahead and put these on.
You have the flight
November
controls?
8560 Yankee, you're outside the SFRA. Squawk CFR, frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Yeah, they'll fit over glasses.
Yankees,
Do you wear, are they prescription, your glasses?
No.
Okay, so an option would be to just take the glasses off. They fit better without glasses. Okay, so now you should be able to see just this.
Got it.
So you have the flight controls?
I have the flight controls.
Okay, and what I will do is I will handle any kind of separation, collision avoidance, and you're basically going to fly by instruments only. Okay? So, so you're on a heading. Right now you're flying a heading of 170, and you're at 1,300 feet. Okay, so you would want to make sure your AI is basically established. If you're at cruise, you want to make sure that you've got this calibrated for level flight. Okay, so if this is level, then you can adjust this and make sure that it's
Okay, good right where it is.
okay. Good. Okay. And what I'm going to do, so what you look at your AI, which is your sight picture out the window, and then you cross-check it with your altimeter, your DG, your airspeed, and your vertical speed indicator. Okay, so this is a trending instrument, okay, and you can catch trends whether you're actually holding your course or not. So right now you're on 140, but you were on 170 before. So Cessna 66198, turn heading of 200, climb maintain 2,300.
November 151, that traffic is now 10 to 11 o'clock, about 1 mile, still indicates 1,600 feet have you in sight.
Turn to a heading of 200 and maintain 2,300.
2,300?
2,300.
Okay, so we can climb. You guys can climb now.
Yep, because I'm handling that for you. All right. So you would repeat that back. So Cessna 66198, 200 on the heading, climbing, leaving 1,300 for 2,300.
Okay, turning, heading 00, climbing to 1,300.
Right, full power. And establish a climb attitude on your AI. Okay, and you can go for a speed, you can correlate that climb attitude with a speed of, about 90. And you're coming up on your 200 heading. So half your bank rate for your level off. Now the reason we do this is, let's say you just inadvertently find yourself in the clouds. And don't forget, keep yourself coordinated with your feet. Feet are the oftentimes most forgotten thing in general aviation. And normally you're going to start your level off about 50 feet ahead of that altitude at a 500 foot per minute climb rate. And just like if it was visual, you'll let the aircraft accelerate, and then you'll bring the aircraft's power setting to your cruise power setting. If you're trimmed before, you should still be trimmed.
November 53758, you're outside the SFRA. Squawk CFR, frequency change approved. Have a good day.
November 53758, thank you very much. We'll talk to you on the way back.
November 666198, turn right, heading 300, maintain 2,300.
Heading 330, maintain 2,300.
300.
Heading 30, maintain 2,000.
Okay, establish a standard rate turn, which means the wingtip of your turn coordinator is on the R for the right turn. No more than that, you could do half rate. That's what we call a 2-minute turn. 3 degrees per second. If you were to time how long it takes to make a 360-degree turn, it would take exactly 2 minutes. Very predictable performance profile when you make a standard rate turn. So in instrument conditions, whether simulated or actual, everything is a lot more precise and gradual. No jerky movements, nice, smooth bank angle transitions, standard rate turns. You want to detect trends and you want to fix things before they get too far out of control. You have an instrument scan going. You're correlating one instrument to the other instrument, so, you know, this says I'm level. Does this say I'm turning or going straight? You know, is there a difference? Cessna 66198, turn left, heading 210.
Turning left, heading 10.
198.
198.
Standard rate. Left wing on the left for the turn coordinator. Coming around. Now there's something called unusual attitude recoveries. I don't know if you've read about those or not. But an unusual attitude would be under instrument conditions, something really weird happens and you suddenly find yourself in either a nose high situation about ready to stall or a dive. There's a procedure for how you would do recoveries from that purely on instruments based on these indications. The other thing is let's say you're flying along right now and you suddenly find yourself, you're in the clouds. Holy crap. Can't see anything out the wingtips, can't see anything straight ahead. What's the response to that scenario?
Turn 180.
Turn 180. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, boom, you're in the clouds. What are you going to do?
Alright, I'm turning left to heading 0.
Okay, 180 degrees, which would be about 030, right? Because what you're looking for is you're looking to be out of the clouds, right?
Yep.
And you're going to assume, well, if I turn around 180 degrees, I should get out of the clouds. Standard rate, you don't panic. You just basically fly the airplane on a 180 degree turn, instrument conditions, and then you fly out of the clouds, back to where you came from. Okay, good. Cessna 66198, turn right, heading 120, climb, maintain 3000.
Turn right, heading 120, climb, maintain 3000.
3019,
Disregard the climb, I'm sorry, but good readback. But disregard the climb. Just heading of 120.
Heading 120.
let's say you are in the clouds and you just get disorientated because you're really nervous about it and all of that, and you're like, well, gosh, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So let's go ahead and try an unusual attitude recovery. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is I have the flight controls.
You have the flight controls?
Okay, I want you to look down with your eyes closed. Look up and recover. Level the wings, bring the power out, and gradually bring the aircraft to a normal pitch attitude. Bring the power out, the airplane slow down because you were in the yellow arc, and a normal pitch attitude. Normal pitch attitude. You want to arrest the descent. Okay, so in a scenario like that, now you can reestablish cruise. Scenario like that where you're in a nose down, accelerating rapidly toward the ground, unusual attitude, the way you recover is you level the wings, you bring the power out, okay, because you don't need to accelerate the airplane further into the ground. You level the wings and then you bring the pitch attitude to normal to arrest the descent. Okay?
So, is there going to be any sort of unusual attitude where you're not bringing the power out?
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be a nose high unusual attitude. Okay, so the key is when you get to a high airspeed, you don't want to be cranking on the yoke, bringing the nose up, because you'll over-G the airplane. Okay, I have the flight controls. Look down, close your eyes.
Flight controls. What's the very first instrument, like as soon as I open my eyes?
Your AI.
Okay.
Cover. Full power. You were slow and you were nose high. Full power. Lower the nose, level the wings. You don't have to worry about over-G'ing the airplane when you're slowing down and when you're facing the sky. Okay, so that's an unusual attitude. So really there's two scenarios. One is you're diving towards the ground in a bank. The other one is you're climbing about ready to stall in a bank. Okay, climbing about ready to stall, full power, wings level, nose down. Okay, all simultaneously. Okay, nose down, screeching towards the ground in a bank. Power comes out, level the wings, and then bring the nose up. The key there is do not yank the nose up in the high airspeed scenario. Okay? Those are unusual attitudes. So you can take the foggles off. I have the flight controls. And put your sunglasses on if you'd like. We'll do more of those. Okay, you have the flight controls?
I have the flight controls.
You have the flight controls. Okay, I have the throttle.
Yeah, throttle.
You just lost your engine. What are you going to do?
Oh, I'm going to assess glide speed of 5%.
Now a trick they tell me is 3 spins on the trim will get you to 65. Try it. That just...
Alright, put them in.
Yep.
See.
Okay, what's next?
Alright. So, one right below me to the left. So,
Okay.
I'll show you that.
Okay, which one?
One right there by that farm.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Get us to 65. Now what?
Okay, so go through my flow, fuel's on both, make sure rich, carb heat's on both, primer's locked. No
And scan your
restart.
engine instruments, what's going on there, okay.
Okay.
Engine didn't restart. And what's next?
No re. Okay, so I'm still on track to get. I already came too far, actually.
Fly to the one that you went to. Just go to the one you picked. Okay, so let's get us turned towards the field. And there's a checklist somewhere. You're ditching the airplane.
Okay, so off-field emergency. Secure your outs.
Is it this one straight ahead?
It was right there.
Okay, so let's do another circle. If you can get it in there.
But Dave, it was that one.
The one that's in the distance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get it in there. Okay, let's land the airplane there. Come on. Alright, so start adding drag. Get the flaps in. Okay, point the airplane towards the place. Power's out. Need more drag. Get it in. Full drag. Okay, now forward slip. Okay, full right rudder. Opposite aileron. Fly us to the field. Okay, get us down quick. 65 on the airspeed. Okay, notice how we're descending rapidly?
Okay, time to go around.
Okay, time to go around.
And Saratoga 9er Sierra Foxtrot, you're about to fly underneath the DCA final. Just give you a heads up. You do have traffic to your 1 o'clock and 6 miles northbound, 5,000 for 2,500 is a CRJ 200, and then there's another one right behind him at 4,000. They're probably going to dump them down to 3,000.
9er Sierra Foxtrot copies. We have that traffic inside. Thanks, sir.
Better.
And 76 on the airspeed before you get rid of the last notch of flaps. Let's go direct to 2 Whiskey 5. So the point there, Eric, was you picked the spot. You could have made it just fine. You had plenty of altitude. All right. But you have to think on your feet about, okay, what do I do? How do I manage the energy in this situation, right? And it's like, okay, I'm high, right? So let's get those flaps in. Max drag, 65 knots. Okay, I'm still high. Forward slip. Now, have we done forward slips before?
Yes.
Okay. So basically you want to crank that in. You want that to be in your tool belt where anytime you need to use it, you can. There's our dish over there. The white thing on the horizon. So you can just fly to that.
Right, turning right.
And then when you're ready, you can hit your GPS and it'll give you a heading. 1,500 is probably a good altitude, so we're not... Every one of these is a little different, right? I mean, you might have to get it into a tight spot where you have to use that forward slip and get all that drag in to get the airplane down. Now what happened is you're starting to get low on your airspeed. I mean, the beauty of that forward slip with full flaps is you can dive down pretty aggressively and not gain a lot of airspeed. And then at some point let Potomac know we're heading back.
Potomac, Cherokee 4442 X-ray 1000.
Cherokee 4442 X-ray Potomac departure. Good morning. The Washington South Tower is 3019er. Proceed on course, remain outside of the Bravo.
3019, clear the Bravo, 42 X-ray.
Potomac Skyhawk 66198. Heading back to 2 Whiskey 5. Airport's in sight.
Cherokee 1908, roger. Proceed as requested. I'll switch you over to advisory frequency in a couple more miles.
We'll remain on frequency for a couple more miles and switch 66198.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to get rid of you. You're too far away from the airport. You're 10 miles out. He just wants to give you services and be in compliance with the NOTAM, which says you're supposed to be talking and squawking. Yeah, I wouldn't have said in sight, even though it is, just because I just want to let them know that's what my intentions are. So, okay.
You just tell them that you were headed back.
Yeah, heading back, exactly. All right, so what I'd like you to do now is okay, so there's some really weird roughness going on. Okay, so the engine is running kind of weird now. What are you going to do?
So I'm going to look up and my RPMs, and I'm sure there's a checklist for this. I'm not sure which one.
Well, keep looking. Engine roughness.
Ah, okay. My aircraft assume engine will fail. Carb heat, hot. Go ahead, pull it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That's still rough. Holy shit.
Mixture, adjust for maximum smoothness.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Departure to Catalan
Fuel selectors on both.
1,300.
How's our gauges look?
Gauges look good.
Departure to transponder
Okay,
is
mags?
reserved for sail course from
Mags
outside
on both.
The Washington South.
All right. Looks like you fixed that problem. Good job. Okay.
We're going to the practice area and then back to VKX in spite of what the flight plan says.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so approach descent checklist. Belts tight.
And Saratoga 9er Sierra Foxtrot, the downwind traffic at DCA is no factor.
I'm currently at 1,300. I'm just going to stay there.
Okay.
And Cessna 198, remain on the transponder code while you're in the pattern there at Maryland Airport.
Mixture
Advisory frequency is approved, and just give me a call on that frequency when you're ready to head back to Potomac.
He just called you. Wilco 198. He just switched you.
Okay.
Yeah, the beauty of being a pilot is multitasking, right?
Light on, okay. So, do we want to overfly?
What do you think the winds are doing?
Winds probably are calm, based on before, but I guess I won't know until I see the sock.
You actually won't. You could just say I'll take 20 and evaluate it. If there's any winds in any of the air parks nearby, and see if there's anything that would suggest that. Looks like the winds are sort of out of the north at Reagan National, which would suggest runway 2. At Andrews, they're 050 at 5, so that would suggest out of the north.
Crosswind, runway 34. Tower top.
So perhaps runway 2 is the better option.
Okay.
So how would you do that?
So I think at this point I would get myself back up to 1500 and overfly the airport and then enter the downwind on the 45.
Yeah, enter a 45. Yep, sounds like a good plan. By the way, that engine roughness scenario actually happens. So you're on a long cross country. You've been flying at 7,500 feet. You've got it leaned out beautifully. And you start your descent.
Right downwind.
You know? And now you're down at 1,500 feet. But your mixture is set for 7,500 feet. And the engine's running like shit. And you say to yourself, what the hell's going on? Now, that's a fairly simple one. You might figure out, oh, I missed the mixture and I need to lean the engine, enrich in the engine. But there's a checklist for that. So, again, it could be my fatigue scenario. You know, you've been flying for 4.5 hours. You know, you had a long day. It was after work. You know, it's 9 o'clock at night. You know, because your wife and you were planning on going to your beach house down in Myrtle Beach. And, you know, long day, you start to get that fatigue element.
Manchester Sky Ventures 226.
And, I mean, this is real stuff.
Out.
It happens to really good pilots. You know, we get tired.
East, entering the downwind on 414.
Now, what else do we need to do here?
I need to call there. Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198. We'll be overflying the field at 1,500. We plan to entry downwind runway 2 to 45. Maryland. I know that was not the best.
That was a little off, but, you know, so what do you do before you communicate on the radio? What do I need to say and what's really important? So right now, if I were at the airport, I'd be looking for some guy flying over the field at 1,500 feet, based on what I just heard. But we're not there yet. So 4 miles to the south. Plan is to overfly 1,500. Join the left downwind, runway 2, Maryland. So, and then when I'm overflying, I might say, up, Maryland traffic, 198, overflying field, runway 1,500. We'll be joining it, say it again, just so people who might be in the pattern know what you're doing. So, what's this message?
Oh, hit that?
Yeah.
Let's just say again, game it broken.
Let's just go ahead and do that. 326, it says set course to 326.
How do I do that?
Right here. Yeah, and then hit message again. That takes care of that. The reason is it's giving you an actual pointer on this line
3918.
and telling you whether you're, tracking a radial from the position where you hit direct enter twice. It drew a line.
And over traffic.
And then it'll give you course guidance on this CDI
miles to the west.
To the airport. But the message was dial in the heading, because the heading happens to be 326.
Suffolk traffic, jumpers in the air, 2 minutes, 13.5, do not reply, Suffolk.
What I'd like to do here is go into a passenger mode to the extent that you'll allow me. So I would just assume I'm like your brother or a cousin or an uncle or a spouse that doesn't know anything about airplanes.
Okay, could you see the windsock on that side?
I will when you turn to a perpendicular course. Now the other thing you could do is dip the left wing, a right wing, and give it opposite rudder. And you could look down yourself, and you could see actually that the winds are favoring runway 2.
Helicopters at 1,700 to the southeast of the field.
All right.
And you had a landmark here for the kind of turning around, right?
Yeah, you see that little cluster of houses?
Right there?
No, the one out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then you'd want to be descending down to pattern altitude here. We've safely cleared the downwind leg. We're listening. We safely cleared it well above pattern altitude. We're descending. And when we get, we want to get down to 1,000 feet right around the time that we're turning on that 45.
Tower traffic, Skyhawk 639er to Golf. We're departing the pattern to the southwest. Tower traffic.
There it is. And I would call on the 45.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, entering 45 left downwind, runway 2, Maryland.
Okay, good. And you point toward the midfield. I actually like to point closer to the end. Give myself a little more time. Yeah, the opposite end that I'm going to be a beam. Give myself more time on downwind to get established, that's all. I mean, it's not a massive runway, so.
Cambridge traffic, 9 Charlie Kilos, crosswind for 34, touch and go, Cambridge. Tower County 3054 Tango, 1 mile from the west.
Don't forget your radio pulse.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198. On downwind, left downwind, runway 2, Maryland.
500 feet and below. Hanover.
Tower County 3054 Tango, above the airport, 3000, we land on 16, Tower County.
Maryland traffic, Sky 66198, turning left base, runway 2, Maryland. 5.
I'm sorry?
75.
We've been doing 75. But I'm going to talk to you about that after we fly today. Now you ask yourself, high, low, fast, or slow?
Little low, maybe?
Okay. So then you start to make unnecessary adjustments.
Probably a touch high. All right. Maryland traffic, Sky 66198, turning final, runway 2, Maryland.
Looks almost perfect, doesn't it?
Tower County 3054 Tango.
Now just don't rush your round out and your flare. 3 red lights, what does that mean?
754 Foxtrot is leaving out to the east. We'll be in the practice area doing maneuvers. Hanover traffic.
Oh, that looks so much prettier.
And Chesapeake Ranch, 89 Bravo is left downwind, runway 31 Chesapeake Ranch.
Cambridge traffic 9 Charlie Kilo, base final 34, touch and go.
Our feet are in the game, of course. Bring your flaps up and put the power in. Let's go. Good. Do another one. What'd you think of that?
A little crooked, but otherwise I thought I did a good job of not rushing the round out and flare.
Yep, the flare was a little non-existent.
I really didn't rush it.
You didn't. 76 on the climb out. All right, do another one.
Maryland traffic, Sky 66198, turning left crosswind, runway 2, Maryland.
How comfortable were you with your skills and your judgment making on the approach and the landing?
I thought it was not bad. Definitely felt more comfortable than it has in the past.
Okay, good. So you weren't like white knuckling the yoke, like nervous about the whole thing?
Maryland traffic, Sky 198, turning left downwind, runway 2, Maryland. I got a little bit low, a couple of points, but was able to adjust it without overcompensating.
3 miles south, inbound to land, runway 33, Warrenton.
Yeah, and just talk to your flight instructor / evaluator who's really just a spouse who doesn't know anything about airplanes, and say, yeah, a little low correcting. It's a good mental kind of thing for yourself too. You know, airspeed, little high, correcting on the airspeed, you know. Just kind of, whoever you fly with for a stage check or for your final FAA check ride will actually appreciate knowing that if something looks like it's starting to transition out of tolerance, that you're fixing it.
3054 Tango Goldwing 16 or something.
Warrenton traffic, Mooney 714 uniform, I'm entering left downwind on the 45, runway 33, Warrenton.
Cambridge traffic, Cirrus 9 Charlie Kilos downwind, runway 34.
And you can trim for those airspeeds too.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left base, runway 2, Maryland.
Warrenton traffic, Mooney 42 uniforms, left downwind, runway 33. Warrenton.
Winchester traffic, holding at C-line 5 miles north of Winchester. Will be coming inbound on the VOR DME Alpha. And about 10 Mike.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning final, runway 2, Maryland.
Now look at that.
Oh, correcting.
Warrenton traffic, Mooney 7114 uniform, left base, runway 33.
And make sure your feet are ready.
Oh, R.
Okay, go paddle.
Traffic 4.5 miles out, entering the left base, runway 33. Tango Alpha is about 7 miles southeast.
Seemed like you were a little slow on the transition to a round out there.
Yeah.
Just on left downwind.
What was going on?
I don't know, it just seemed to happen fast for some
Yeah.
reason.
Well, just you have to adjust your reactions then, right? You don't want to plow the airplane into the ground. And right rudder. Keep us coordinated on the climb out. Remember, feet in the game.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left crosswind, Maryland.
Now, at any point in time, you can do a go around. So let's say you like slam into the ground, and then the airplane gets sprung up in the air.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left downwind, runway 2, Maryland.
That's probably a good go around scenario. Okay. You don't want to wind up porpoising down the runway because you'll wind up potentially bending the airplane.
Is right turn out and departing to
Traffic 7124 left base, runway 33 Warrenton. Warrenton traffic, Cardinal 806 Golf on a 4 mile 45 to left downwind 33 Warrenton. Winchester traffic, Cirrus 2 Sierra Mike, mile left, runway 14 Winchester. Winchester traffic, Scavengers 214 to 172, 5 miles to the north and east. At C-line, inbound on the VOR DME Alpha. We'll be circling to land for 14 Winchester.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left base, runway 2, Maryland.
Warrenton traffic, Scavenger 124, turning final, runway 33 Warrenton.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning final, runway 2, Maryland.
Base from 4. Light 06 takeoff, entering a left downwind, 33 Warrington, full stop.
Yeah, it's almost a predictable power setting when you come out of that turn to final and you're on path. It's almost a predictable power setting. What's going to keep you on path? Seems like about 1600 RPM. Kind of got impatient there and said, I want to get to the ground. So you sort of...
Well, yeah, and...
Wasn't bad. I'm not criticizing.
I felt like I had ballooned up a little bit. I don't know if that happened.
124, turning crosswind, runway 33 Warrington.
I think if I would have just held it, it would have come down fine.
Yeah, I think so. But there's a point where if you're thinking I want to put it on the ground, what I don't want to see is I don't want to see those crazy pitch transitions and, you know, that low to the ground. That was reasonably smooth.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left crosswind, runway 2, Maryland.
Now, I'm your spouse, and you're taking me out flying, you're going to show off, right? So you're showing her landings, and you know, you're saying, hey, yeah, you really just want to practice some landings, you mind coming with me? And she's like, yeah, I'll go. So, but you know, she's not really into airplanes all that much. She's thinking about, you know, other things. So she starts talking to you about, you know, grocery lists and appointments during the week with the kids and sporting events and dinner plans. And she says to you on, let's say, base or final, she says, what do you want to go for dinner? What do you say?
Say, when we're working on landings and when we're 1,000 above the ground or lower, we need to have a sterile cockpit.
Sterile cockpit.
Talk about anything.
Yep. I'd love to talk to you about that when we land. Focused. So you basically dismiss the distraction. Is the bottom line. Or she might say to you, what the heck is that down there? You know? And you're going to ignore her.
Winchester
Base, sterile cockpit.
214 entering upwind 14, Winchester. And Hanover traffic, Cessna 555 Juliet is 6.5 to the northwest of
Allegiant,
We'll be entering a 45 to the left downwind, 4-34 Hanover.
Did we call base? Okay, well we're going to, or rather downwind. Did we call downwind?
No, I didn't get as you were talking.
Yeah, okay.
Skyhawk, Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left base, runway 2, Maryland.
You're saying it's my fault.
I'll interrupt you next time.
Okay. A little further out this time. Is that because I was talking?
County traffic,
I don't know.
Zulu, maneuvering south of the cement, 4000, Carroll.
Just manage it.
Orange traffic, Mooney 711404, arms left, crosswind, 33. Be staying in the pattern.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning final, runway 2, Maryland.
And Warrington traffic, 1404, arms left downwind, runway 33, Warrington.
Okay, can you turn off here? I want to talk to you about something. Just call clear of the active.
Yep. Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, clear of the active, Maryland.
Okay, so what I'm not seeing is basically, go ahead and put it at 1,000. What I'm not seeing is a nice smooth flare. So in that scenario, you rode it out, but you still kind of landed like sort of flat. But just as you start approaching the sinking to the, just bring the nose up a little higher. Nice and smooth though. Nice and smooth. Okay, so you want to land in a slight pitch up attitude. Some would argue the perfect landing is the stall horn is like just starts to go right before the wheels just so gently touch the ground. So just work that. So your level out or round out was good that time, and you flew it out and you didn't rush it and so on. But it was kind of like boom.
How do you know what the right timing is? Because I feel like if I
because you're staring at the end of the runway.
Okay.
Okay, and you're looking at it and you're judging your height and you're using your peripheral distance. Okay, so you're looking way down the runway, but if you just shift your eyes slightly to the side, you can actually get a sense of your height above ground. Okay, and that will help you with that as well. Okay.
Okay.
Everything you did today was perfectly safe. This is just a slight technique thing to try to just and when I don't want to see you go like boom. Okay, what I want to see is a nice gentle, just to bring the nose up just a little bit so you're just on the mains. Okay. Nothing crazy. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna get out. So are
you serious? Yeah. Okay.
Maryland traffic, Medstar 2 is looking from the northwest side of the airfield. We'll be departing to the southeast, Maryland traffic.
Warranted traffic 07 to Alpha Papa 10 miles north in full. Maryland traffic, Bravo 77 Kilo is flying over the field at 2000 Maryland. On the left, 120 Air.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, taking runway 2, closed pattern, Maryland. Final is clear. Throttle coming up. RPM's above 2,000. Engine gauge green on center line. Airspeed's alive. Rotating at 55. It's for VY.
Warranted traffic, Sirius 512 Alpha Papa is 4 miles north. Will join the down 33.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left crosswind, runway 2, Maryland.
Carroll County traffic, 911 Alpha Tango holding south EMI 3000.
Carroll County traffic, Mooney 830 Fox Juliet, 3 mile 45, runway 16, looking for that crosswind traffic, Carroll County.
4801.
Carroll County 305 Tango. Carroll County.
Warranted traffic, Skyventure 313, 45, 5 miles out, 45, left downwind, runway 33 warranted.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, on downwind, runway 2, left downwind, runway 2, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, Bravo 77 Kilo is joining the left down runway 2, and we have Cessna set.
Warranted traffic, Skyventure 124, turning base, runway 33, Warrington.
Carroll County traffic, Mooney 830 Fox Juliet, 650. Sierra Fox, 5 miles to the west, going downwind to 34, Hanover. Traffic over Total 4 Tango Alpha is left base runway.
At Ocean City traffic, Cherokee 169, we're turning about 8 miles.
Warranted traffic, Sirius 512 Alpha Papa downwind for 33.
Carroll County traffic, 5540 Golf, 5 mile 45 for 12.
Carroll County traffic 7030 Victor Mike, maneuvering north of the cement 4000.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left base, runway 2, Maryland.
Carroll County traffic, Skyhawk 2610, maneuvering north of the cement, 4500, Carroll. Carroll County traffic, Mooney 830 Fox Juliet, extending the downwind.
Warranted traffic, Skyventure 124, turning final runway 33, Warrington.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning final, runway 2, Maryland.
Warrington traffic, Sirius 512 Alpha Papa, turning base for 33, Warrington.
Warranted traffic, Skyventure 313, entering left downwind, runway 33 warranted.
Maryland traffic, Bravo 77 Kilo, left base runway 2, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, going around, Maryland.
Sierra Foxtrot have traffic light coming off runway. So it is downwind 14.
Nice go around 198.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left crosswind, runway 2, Maryland.
Field downwind, runway 16.
Warranted traffic, Skyventure 313, turning left base, runway 33 warranted.
Maryland traffic, Bravo 7 Kilo, short final, runway 2, Maryland.
Hanover traffic, 787 Alpha Tango, turning crosswind 134.
And Hanover traffic, 162 Sierra Foxtrot, joining downwind, midfield, 34, full stop, Hanover.
Warrenton traffic, SkyVenture 313, turning final, runway 33, Warrenton.
Maryland traffic, Sky 66198, turning left downwind, runway 2, Maryland.
California traffic, Sky 911 Alpha Tango is 7 miles on the VR34 approach, will circle and land 1.
Winchester traffic, Skyline 2871 Romeo, send to the east, inbound runway 14, Winchester. Winchester traffic, over 744 Tango Alpha, is left base, runway 14, Winchester. Hanover traffic, 162 Sierra Foxtrot, turning base, 34, Hanover.
Hanover traffic, 7 Alpha Tango is doing a right 360 in the downwind to 34, number 2, Hanover.
13, clear, runway 2, 1.
Maryland traffic, Sky 66198, turning left base, runway 2, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, Bravo 7 Kilo is clear of runway 2, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, Sky 66918, turning final, runway 2, Maryland.
Hanover traffic, 162 Sierra Foxtrot, turn final, 34, Hanover.
Maryland traffic, Sky 66118, clear of the active, Maryland. Or? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Will do.
Maryland traffic, 5477 Kilo is departing runway 2, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, taking runway 2, closed pattern, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, 547 Kilo is left crossing runway 2, Maryland.
Gauge is in the green. On center line. Airspeed's alive. Rotating at 55.
Market traffic check 677 Bravado.
Maryland traffic, 547 Kilo is left down runway 2, Maryland.
Maryland traffic, Skyhawk 66198, turning left crosswind, runway 2, Maryland.
Market traffic, Cherokee 677 Bravado is final runway 23, full stop,
Mm.